So today we are gonna show how to make this dark tan or brown polish using materials that are available in the local market and in the commercial market. So there are three basic ingredients to make this brown or dark tan polish which we get from the market. Number one is brown oxide or what you call rust particles. These are readily available in the local market. The second ingredient is rapeseed oil, or in the local market it is known as yellow mustard oil. So this is how we get the second item. And the third and the most important is the natural wax, or we can say it as bee wax. So these are the three materials. Number one is brown oxide for the coloring, number second is the rapeseed oil, and number third is the natural wax or the bee wax. So now we are gonna start with measuring all of these three ingredients. Firstly, we need 100 grams of rapeseed oil. So we have set up the balance, and now we need to pour in 100 grams of rapeseed oil. Okay, now as you can see, this is roughly 102 grams or 100 grams of rapeseed oil. Moving next, we have to weigh in 40 grams of bee wax or natural wax. So first we are gonna put in this and tear it, and now we need to weigh the bee wax. About 36, 38 and 39. So this is roughly about 40 grams of bee wax or natural wax. Moving forward, we need 10 grams of brown oxide or rust scraping. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is almost 10 grams. So there we have the basic three ingredients, which are the brown oxide, the rapeseed oil, and the natural or bee wax. Okay, so now what we are gonna do is we are heating the water, which is going to give a hot bath, because we are going to rise the temperature of oil, so we cannot do that directly. So in order to not to raise too much temperature of the oil, we are giving oil a water bath, warm water bath. So the water is warming up, and now we are going to pour in the oil so that its temperature also rises. Here we go. Now this is 100 grams of rapeseed oil, and now we are raising its temperature around about roughly to 60 to 80 degrees Celsius. Now how will we know that it is almost 60 to 80 degrees Celsius? We will know this when the water starts to bubble and to boil. Okay, now we can see that the water is boiling and it's bubbling, meaning that it has reached its 100 degrees Celsius. So, and we can see that oil is also warming up now. Now we are going to add the bee wax in this. Now as the oil is very warm, we will see that the beeswax or the natural wax will start to dissolve. In order to fasten this process, we are going to stir this until it totally dissolves. So now we can see that it is all stirred up and mixed. The wax has melted with the oil, and now we can see that some of it, which is actually cooling off, is turning out into a polished sort of or semi-solid. Now what we are going to do is we are going to add its coloring, which was brown oxide, 10 gram. So now we are going to put this. I have to use my two hands for this. Okay. Now we have added this. We are going to stir it up in order to mix this coloring. You can see that as we added the brown oxide, its color changes. Its color changes into a darker shade or darker brown. There we go. Okay, now we can see that the polish that we are making is now actually all molten and in liquid form, and it has a dark brown or dark tan shade in this. Now we are going to use this container that I bought, a tin from the market, for storage or for this to become a fully polished and cool off into a semi-solid in a wax form. Now I am going to convert it into this container. There. Now we have to leave it for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours before this cools off and becomes a full polish. So you can see there is no residue. Everything has been molten and very well mixed. Okay, so this is the final product, or as we can see, after a couple of minutes, around about 45 to 60 minutes, we obtained this. Now as we can see, this is not the brown color which we saw at the end of the previous part, but however we see as we dig in, there's that dark brown shade that we wanted, which was dark tan. Now this can be a wax layer over this or a layer of mustard seed. There we have the dark tan. Now we see, there you can see that this is exactly the polish after we remove the upper layer, which is some sort of wax product. We have the dark brown shade within. Now I am going to use a brush and apply this polish on my shoes and see if it works perfectly or not, in order to check my product. Okay, so now I am going to apply the polish on my shoe or sandal. Okay, there's the polish. As you can see, now I am applying this on my shoe. Now you can see that this works perfectly as my shoe starts to shine and the wax is working. There you go, a shoe polish or shoe shiner made at home. If you can see, it is shining very good as it should have been with the right product. And now it is that darker tan that we needed for my shoe polish. So the product that we made is working, and it is a working product. Now we just have to get a good packing of this and just sell it in the market. There we go. If you can see the shine on this shoe, this is a quite old and worn out shoe, but you can see the shine.